Hello everyone, Prisco here, and welcome to another side project. Yes, finally doing Sonic 3. Woohoo! No, I more or less keep all the appearance stuff about my opinion of Sonic 3 for the jokes and whatnot. Sonic 3, it's a good game. It's pretty much what a lot of people want in their perfect Sonic game. Basically, multiple characters with branching paths for a couple of the characters. Yada yada, so on and so forth. You know, I'm just kind of rambling about what people want. Like, people, like, basically, people, this is what people want for Sonic Adventure 3, which already exists. I'll come to that boat when the time comes, but much like with Sonic 2, when I did that project, we're going to make this a Tails only playthrough, and this is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so it's the whole shebang-a-rang. And I don't know, we'll see what the title says, but it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but I might shorthand it to S3&K or something like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So the story is much different if you're playing as Sonic, which I probably should have shown that off for anybody who hasn't played Sonic 3, but no big problems here. No big problems here. Anyway, Sonic 3, like I've mentioned, is basically the culmination of what everybody wants from a Sonic game, really. Because everybody has abilities, but it's still simple to follow a lot of everything that's going on. Now, even though this is Tails playthrough, I'm still going to go through for the quote-unquote 100% option in the game in collecting all the special stages. But, seeing as this is a new game, I do need to talk about the features and formats that are in here. Either it's my sound setup or this chip is not quite working on this emulator, regardless. But anyway, let's see. So the controls. Basically, for Sonic games, for Genesis Sonic games, every face button jumps. A, B, C, they jump. If you hit down in one of those buttons, you do a spin dash. And now pretty much every playable character has an alternate function. If you hit A again in midair, Tails flies. He can fly for a short period of time, which makes getting back up to which I'm going to use for getting back up to certain secrets. Did not have access to this in Sonic 2, so I can horribly break this. And that's it. Let's go ahead and go into our special stages, which are pseudo 3D works of Y. Now, Get Blue Spheres. I'm gonna like rag on this game and then be like, nah. What I really mean is, I'm gonna do that a lot. So if that triggers anybody, my apologies for the next 3 hours. But no, Get Blue Spheres. It's kind of it's kind of the special stage everybody knows better than any of the other special stages in any other Sonic game. So even though I like the Sonic 2 one, the Sonic 2 style of semi-3D running through a tunnel that Sonic Rush and Sonic 2 did, more people are reminiscent of this particular Get Blue special stage. Which really, this one's really easy. You can jump in this, but I'm not jumping just for simplicity's sake, and also to help you map out some stages for those that might be having troubles with it playing like a original version. But something I will show you is if you get all rings possible in a stage before you beat it, by collecting every blue sphere, you get a perfect, which always gets you a continue. Green Emerald. Excuse me. I'm still getting over a cold a little bit, so you'll have to forgive me for this. Anyway, I should say the perfect, just a huge score bonus. I think it's 50,000, which always guarantees you the continue. Or maybe that gets you an extra life. I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't played Sonic 3 in ages. And also not to the extent I'm going to be doing for this project, because I'm going to plan to do a bonus video. Okay, if you won't grab it, Tails, and I'll just fly up. Gosh. You ask one 8-year-old genius to do something for you, and he flounders. Now, much like a lot of the other times I do a Sonic game, it's going to be one zone or one level. It's going to be one zone per video. So we'll go through. So in today's encounter, okay, you know what? That's fine because I wanted this. In today's encounter, we're only gonna go. In today's little encounter, we're only gonna go through Angel Island. Then the next week it'll be the next zone, which is one of my favorite zones in the game, oddly enough, and so on and so forth. Anyway, don't worry about fighting this guy. He's just gonna basically make you upsetty, rest in spaghetti. I spout memes a million miles an hour. Wow, I like double pun that. So goalposts, side posts, star posts, goalposts, whatever you want to call them. In Sonic 2, you know, they basically were how you got the special stages. They still do the whole thing with the stars and the lights, but now it's just one of a few mini games. This one is, I think this one is my favorite. I grew to love this one, even though the timing on it's weird. Also, they'll introduce us to shields, which for the area we're going to be in, I want the fire shield. For everybody but Sonic, the shields do nothing more than provide elemental protection. Is the best way to describe that. For the RPG nuts out there. I say nuts. Everybody likes RPG to some extent. Whether it's for the story. Yep, that means I'm going to get caught in a second if I don't get going up. So yeah, that tractor beam down there, slowly going to be chasing you. You want to get the biggest bang for your buck, you want to go up towards the top. You want to go up towards the top of the stage. I'm floundering. I'm fishing. But you want to go up as high up to the top of the stage as you can, and get out. But the higher up you get, the better rewards are. Like that ring bubble I missed, that was probably worth. I'm going to say that particular one was worth probably like 40 or 50 rings. But the there's also a 1-up there always, and oh right, and whatnot. Anyway, enough screwing about. We're gonna get special stages. So the first couple of videos are just gonna be me like grinding out special stages. That's really all it's gonna be. Or I suppose the first video or two. It's basically gonna be like 20 seconds of gameplay and then special stage. So the first videos or so gonna be pretty lengthy because I'm gonna be doing special stages. I never did describe the properties of what I'm doing here, but basically if you make a ring around set of blue spheres, the entire encapsulating ring becomes rings. So I'm not sure if in your best interest, but if you're trying to save time while doing this, or go for that perfect, you know, doing this get you the most rings. Or get you the most rings. Get you the biggest bang for your buck, and if you decide you don't want to get the rings at the end of it, you can just ignore it, because you're not required to get it. Also, I want to mention, because you probably have noticed it, is like every time after certain increments, the game gets faster. Now I could have done something fancy there, but I don't feel like it. I could have done something fancy, but I don't wanna. And like I said, there is a jump feature, but until it's necessary, I'm not even gonna bother with it. Because mapping these out for some people without jumping really helps them like get cognitive. I say cognitive feel. Cognitive spatial awareness of the special stages within. Because Lord knows that my young mind, I needed somebody to like map out these special stages, but all I had was my own two hands and basically many after school hours. Nowadays, you sit a kid down with this, they're like, what? Why didn't I beat it already? I'm bored. Sorry. It's a motif, really. We've actually become a generation that is very instant gratification. I know, myself included, am part of that whole issue. Okay, whoops, I messed up. Alright. Now there can be a secret down here. By the way, Tails can swim in water, so it's still flying, but they gave it a special sprite because water. There's another special stage like hidden in the water, so that's why I'm like flying at. That's why I'm like going down here so low. There's one special stage down low and one special stage up high. Unless I have already passed it. Or am I thinking of the next stage? Yeah, I'm thinking of the next stage. Whatever. Now, branching paths. Knuckles goes through here. And depending upon my own personal drive for this series, I might spend the time to sit down and actually do it. Now when you come up here, make sure you have a fire shield, otherwise this boss is incredibly frustrating, but with a fire shield on, you're immune to basically every single one of his attacks, including these flames underneath of him. And at the end of stages, Signpost drops down, gives you a power-up. I would rather not get the bubble shield unless it's going to take away my fire shield. That tells you how long it's been since I last played the game, because I don't remember this. I don't remember if it takes it away or not. I know it does take away your rings. There you go. And my controller decided to turn off when I bopped it against my own hands. Nice. Xbox. Anyway, another secret. I warned you. It's going to be nothing but this. It's going to be secret in, secret out, secret in, secret out. Oh, no, this one sucks. So, to get the perfect on this one, which I might not, you basically have to do the whole ring collection thing all the way up until the end. And then at the last one of these intersections where it's basically funneling you inward, you have to grab one blue sphere, jump over the second one, collect all the rings in one of these, and then go back out to that blue sphere. This stage is actually pretty linear. This particular special stage is extremely linear. Like, getting lost in here, not an issue. Getting lost in here is not really that much of an issue. Because if you get lost, your options are get booted back out. Which I never did explain that stipulation, did I? Getting booted back out of a special stage is as simple as planting your foot on a red sphere. So, if you want a free ticket out of a special stage, just go hug your friendly red sphere, and you're there. I say it like I'm inviting you to death. Ah yes, if you want to just die, then step on this. Really, it's not the end of the world, and... Okay, this is the one if you want to do the perfect, which I'm going to go for it! Because I'm feeling ballsy today. I got chutzpah on my side. Perfect, and done. That's probably... Now, unless it's by accident, that's probably like the last stage I know how to get an actual perfect on. So you guys can teach me. Don't teach me. Teach me. School me. Teach me the ways. I keep forgetting how low my voice gets when I get sick. It's like for the period I'm sick and the week after, my voice gets way too low for comfort. And then it comes back to it's awkward. I can go low, but it's uncharacteristically high. And I lost my shield. So there's another shield we haven't seen yet, but basically... okay. Do you put that down at any point? I don't think so. Alright. But there is... Alright. Noted. You don't want to play nice. Got it. Learned. Was it? There's one shield we haven't seen yet, but there are two shields in this game that... Actually, wait. I want to say there's another bonus back over this way. Okay, there's no waterfall. Well, that's the waterfall I just came from. I think it is the waterfall I just came from. It is. So there's two shields. Or one shield we haven't seen in this game, and then there's at this point. But basically, the bubble shield that we have here allows for underwater breathing, so that we don't have to constantly go for air pockets. The fire shield and lightning shield, which we haven't seen yet, dissipate in water because, well, it's lightning and fire. They don't mix with water. A bubble is water. Oh wait, might be it. And no, that's the way forward. I goofed and managed to go forward. Don't worry. In the next zone, I know we're more. Like I said, the next zone we go to, I know that one better. Not gonna bother with that because rings and whatnot, I don't need to worry about. But the what is it? Lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the next zone. Oh, by the way, shields can knock away small projectiles. Anyway. the next zone, like I've said several times now, I like the zone. I like that particular zone more than most of the other zones in this portion of the game. Do I have time to talk about it, or are you going to fling me into the next stage? Wait, I know where this one is. I learned it. Look at me, I'm learning. Ah, this one. Now, oddly enough, this special stage is always my bane, because of one part that comes up near the end. I say end, more like the halfway point. I would prefer to do it right away. Actually, I would say in order to do this one, you'll want to go towards the middle of the stage, and then make a loop back around. But, oh god, I'm not... Damn it! That always happens. I always think, oh, I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna bounce off the bumper and have to jump over it. So yeah, that's gonna happen. But don't worry, I'll eventually get that one. And I'll keep you with me for the ride on that too. And I need to stop. Okay, controller, conversation. Every slight jostle doesn't mean you need to freak out. All right. Anyway. What was I talking about again? Hi, who are you? I'm your best friend. But yeah, I think that is... There might be one or two additional somewhere around the stage, but I think for the most part that is all of the, that's all the special stages in Angel Island. Use it to your knowledge, or don't. Now, if you had a fire shield here, you could kind of just be lazy. But because I don't, I have to hold right. What? A scripted scene. Ooh. Yeah, it's a oddly long scripted scene in which you just avoid bombs continuously for several millions of hours. But there you go. At this point, you're home free, and then there will be an Eggleman. Say hi, Eggleman. Still hasn't learned his lesson. I suppose it's still Robotnik in this continuity. But if you're persistent enough, you can actually... If you're persistent enough, you might actually be able to either... Well, if you're playing with Sonic and Tails together, you can actually probably get Tails stuck over there and take out Eggman before he has a chance to even start this fight. But this fight with Eggman, pretty simple. Just jump over fire. Be a firewalker. I panicked. And whatever. I lost 86 rings. Now I'm gonna see if I can't do a glitch here, because there is like a cutscene coming up here. Well, let's see. I'll say my goodbyes now. So, but actually, I'll say there's a cutscene that triggers once you basically hit this capsule, and you go over here. If I can trigger it, cool. I'll just talk with you for a little bit. But if I can't trigger it, then I'll just say, so long, everyone. Thanks for watching this episode of Sonic Adventure 3. Sonic Adventure 3. Wow, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Can't tell what games I've been playing recently. And hope you tune in next time when we'll start off the next stage, which is probably which is my favorite stage in in this half of the game. I'm a mess. And I'll talk more about that half of the game thing in a little bit. Anyway, bop. Just gonna. Okay, can I do the trick? Oh, did it. Okay. So it's a timing trick where basically you have to jump. Now it's basically locked like this forever. So there's Knuckles, and we can't get at him. Knuckles is basically this is Knuckles' first appearance, and he's portrayed as the bad guy, surprising no one. But yeah, we can't get at him. But it's a little glitch you can do where if you time the jump just right, because it gives you because it hands you back free movement to give you a moment of panic when you fall down in this pit down here. But you can't. But because of that moment, that free moment of movement, little trigger, it's a glitch of some kind where you can just basically get back on the stage. Like, I go back over here, I could die down that pit. I don't feel like refighting Robotnik if I fail, so... Here we go. Bye!